go undercover to find out the secrets behind mystery shopping and ensuring great customer service. That's coming up next on Your Business.
Secret Asian man, secret Asian man, they've given you a number and taken away your name.
Hi there, everyone. I'm JJ Ramberg, and welcome to Your Business, the show that gives you tips and advice to help your business grow. For so many businesses, customer service is key. And the way some stores keep employees up to snuff is by sending in mystery shoppers. But does it work? Well, we donned a trench coat and went undercover to find out. If you're an employee at Laban's Supermarket, a family-owned Connecticut-based chain, you know that behind every inquiring customer, there may be a notebook recording how you act. Hi, how are you? Good. I'm good, thank you. Do you guys have donuts anywhere? Donuts? Fresh made or no?
On Sundays, we have donuts.
Sundays?
Saturday and Sunday, only on the weekend.
Okay, great, thank you. Laban's prides itself on customer service, and once a month, it puts its employees to the ultimate test. It sends in a mystery shopper who records their every move. This month, I played the role. Judy Hess is the CEO of Customer Perspectives, a mystery shopping company which works with Laban's. She trained me on the process. What am I going to be looking for when I go inside?
Well, you've got to look for cleanliness at the entryway, the carriages, floors, the windows, and then it's important that you do all the departments because they want to evaluate how much product knowledge is and how helpful people are. So, for example, if you go into produce, you can ask, you know, how do you cook a kiwi or something. It doesn't have to be smart. It can be stupid.
Excuse me, do you have avocados here?
Yes, we do.
Oh, great. How do I know which ones are ripe?
You might ask in the aisle for an item and see if they actually take you to it.
Where would I find teriyaki sauce?
There's a couple departments, remember, that they want their people wearing gloves.
I'm having 3 people over tonight for dinner.
Okay.
I want to make them some kind of steak, but I don't even know what kind.
Also, it's important how they treat you. You know, if you ask about an item, not only do they know the answer, but how are they treating you? Do you feel cared about? Do you feel important?
Oh, great. Thank you.
Nice to keep it full.
Oh, how long do you think that will last then?
I would say a good hour and a half.
Oh, fantastic. That should be good. After I was done with my mystery shopping tour, I checked in with owner Bob Laban. Ready for my report?
Yes, I am.
Well, as far as your employees go, everyone could not have been named.
Well, that's good news. We try to hire a higher level employees.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I ask you one more question? I'm looking for melon. I also spoke with Luis Martinez, who helped me in the produce department. Did you know I was from NBC and a mystery shopper?
No, I did not who it was.
Because you were so nice to me.
I'm always nice to everyone.
Really?
Yes, I am.
I'm basically,
At least I try to be.
I felt like I was having a lesson in how to pick produce.
That's it. That's it. Well, that's how I was trained.
It may seem extreme, but Laban says that he wouldn't be able to get the same sense of his employees' performance by just watching himself or even by surveying his customers.
I just feel with 200 associates and 18,000 customers a week, there's no way that I could be on the floors of all my stores. And so if I can get an outside bird's eye view of how we're doing at a given time, it gives me a better perspective as to where we hopefully need to improve.
And in a world where consumers have too many choices, customer service is more important than ever for stores like Laban's.
You've got to have the customer's perspective because that's the key to retaining that customer.
Surprisingly, one of the keys to making mystery shopping work is to let your employees in on it.
You really need to let your employees know that there's going to be a shop. Otherwise, it's going to backfire and they're going to be resentful and feel spied on.
They bring mystery shoppers in here quite often.
Absolutely.
Do you ever know when?
We never know. We never know.
How do you feel about them having people, in essence, spying on you?
I think it's great because I think it keeps you on your toes. I think, you know, if you don't get checked on every now and then, people tend to get complacent. And, you know, if you're standing still, then you're not moving forward.
The employee lunchroom is where the mystery shopping reports are posted for everyone to see. The rewards for a good report, movie tickets.
You probably have movie passes that you haven't even used yet. Yeah. If there's anything negative, then we sit down with them first so they see it first and say, you know, what could you do differently?
It may cost cost a little more to have a mystery shopping program, but Bob Laban says he sees the returns every day.
I've been shopping at Laban's for as long as I can remember. I've been living in town here 20 years.
When you retain a customer, you're thinking over years, not just the one day they come in, the first day.
I've been shopping here at Laban's for about 35 to 40 years now.
You may have that customer for 20, 30 years. Think of all the money that one customer brings in, a lot more than it's going to take to mystery shop.
Okay, how helpful can mystery shoppers actually be for a small business owner? Well, let's turn to this week's board of directors to find out. Jeff Hall is the CEO of Second to None, which helps businesses understand and optimize the customer experience. Alexis Maybank is the founder and CEO of The Gilt Group, a web-based retail outlet selling fashion and luxury lifestyle brands at sample sale prices. And Phil Town joins us again. He's investment advisor and author of book Rule Number One. Hi there, everyone. Have to admit that I looked at your website right before we came on the show. Great. Everyone should out there, if I could say something. But I want to start with you on this because I went and I mystery shopped, and I have to say it's a frightening experience, actually. You think that it would, well, because suddenly I'm thinking, what should I ask, and do they know that I'm mystery shopping? And how do you find shoppers, and how do you know if they're doing a good job?
Well, as far as finding shoppers, we have thousands of consumers who've sought us out, who've come to our website, applied to be a shopper for us.
But how do you know if they're good? You can't go meet everyone. And if I'm a company hiring you, how do I know that the mystery shopper is actually doing a good enough job to be worth the money?
We take several approaches, but one of the most important approaches is for each of our client engagements, and Laban's is a great example of a brand that really gets it, is we pre-train and test each of our shoppers for each of our client projects.
Okay.
So before we deploy a consumer into your store, if you're a client of ours, we've already pre-selected based on certain demographic attributes so that we're sending in an individual who's most appropriate for your customer base, and then we train them and test them ahead of time before they even walk in the doors.
Do you guys think this is fair?
My daughter signed up for this, and they didn't pick her. So something's wrong with
Well, now you've got an infill. Tell her you've got connections now. Do you guys think this is fair to employees? I know the ones I asked said, no, I like it that they're spying on me, but really?
Well, a business like this grocery store, they probably set their brand around family-based business and high customer support, and you have to not only set that as your brand direction, but make sure that your service reflects that. You can't rely on your own employee base necessarily to always report back to you. You need an individual, third-party, neutral perspective, and this is a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, it is totally unfair, but the heck with that. You got to get the information. You got to have it.
And it can be used, it's a great tool. You know, if it's used in the right positive light, which we always counsel and encourage our clients to utilize.
Well, do you say, like they told me in the piece, always let the employees know that it's
Absolutely.
happening?
One of the key aspects to proper mystery shopping program design is to actually be inclusive of employees and let them participate in the design of the program. And then before the program launches, properly share the information across the stores, across the employee network, so that everybody understands and can see firsthand exactly what they're going to be measured on.
Does this make sense too, that I think it's really about management? I mean, you know, you're running something. How your employees are doing is all about you, mostly. Who you're hiring, how you're training them, and so on.
That's
if
right.
people understand it's not really about you guys, it's about me finding out what we're doing wrong here.
It's not about you forgetting to put your gloves on for the 500th time. You're fired.
And it's really, you know, it's the more enlightened brands that from top down are really advocates of this type of research.
How much does this cost?
You know, surprisingly, it's an incredibly affordable and very unique research tool. For a properly designed mystery shopping program at a store level, you're looking at an investment of in the area of $2 to $3 a day.
Wow, it's nothing.
That's fantastic.
That's it.
And it's not a one-time shot.
Oh,
this is important to
absolutely
do
not.
for consistency of service.
The best programs are ongoing in nature. And if you wanted to really get a full suite of tools that not only included mystery shopping, but also included actual customer satisfaction survey work by phone or by web, which is another component that's important, you're looking at an investment of $4 to $5 a day per store.
Look, I mean,
What business isn't worth $4 or $5 a day?
That's amazing. I think a lot of people out there think that it's very expensive, so it's good to hear that it's not. All right, Jeff Hall, thanks so much for coming on the show.
My pleasure.